And so we get on the same tune by tuning everything straight up, right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to try a little experiment. We're going to see how many different keys we can find some way to utilize some open strings. So we already covered E a little bit. Let's go to F. Now I did that hammer-on thing, but that's really kind of a cheat, right? That's not really got much to do with the key of F. But I got a knee lever, like everybody here, that raises my E strings up to F. Okay, now this is one of those things where most tempered tuning charts, this note is tuned really flat. About 7 cents in some cases I've seen on certain charts, right? But now, if Tim plays me that F chord, and I've got my open string with my knee lever engaged and it's exactly in tune, now I can still do that same thing we did in E, where I now have that as a drone over the top, and I'm playing stuff under that. Right? Okay. And I can even do things where, like, for example, Buddy Emmons did this trick on his awesome instrumental version of Danny Boy's intro, where he did this thing where he started by having that string open in the key of F, and he uses this in his intro lick. The utilization of the open string there, right? So by making sure that that lever is all the way in tune, it gives me options for open stuff in the key of F, right? All right, now let's go on up to F sharp. Tim? Now, F sharp is a great open key because we have an F sharp note right in the top, and we also got one right here on the 7th string. Again, dead in tune with that chord. And that, again, allows us all those options. If we want to drone stuff up here on the top, we can do that. Okay. Open string options for the key of F sharp. All right, let's go up to G, Tim. All right, now, at first glance, there's not many open string notes that have much to do with the key of G, but if we go up here and we play this G chord, we notice some pretty interesting things. Like, for example, if we had to play a G scale and we were just going down through G scale and we went, we noticed that we could go, and that F sharp string out there is a scale note for G, and then we can lift the bar off, and that open E is a scale note for G. And then we could lift the bar off here, and that open B note is a scale note. So in other words, here we go, all kind of stuff in G utilizing open strings. And if we have our A pedal down, now we could also play, pull off of that, and that's usable note. And what do you know? Every string, or well, almost every string, as long as we have that B pedal down, is somehow usable in G. As long as we end on a G note. And so we get into using all these things where we can pull off, hammer on, all these options for open strings, right? You could play some kind of roll pattern. Whatever, right? Doesn't matter what we play, just we know that those are all usable notes. All right, let's go up to G sharp. See what happens. Well, now G sharp, again, we got that note built right in. And that automatically gives us options, right? We can still do that thing where we drone it over the top. We can do that thing where we hammer it on and pull it off. Any number of things because there's options in G sharp. All right, now we get to A. Well, A is an awesome key to play open stuff on the pedal steel. We get so many options for A, right? You know, we can play all the hammer-on stuff. We can play all the do that pull-off thing for rolls. We can even play crazy stuff like hammer-ons that just keep going forever. All kind of stuff, right? Okay. Well, all right. Let's go to B flat. Now, B flat could be a bit of a challenge. We just don't have that many notes available to us that work with B flat. Now, you may, as I do, you may have a lever on your guitar that lowers your B strings to B flat. And if that's the case, well, that offers us some options. If you don't happen to have that, remember that one of the coolest features of the pedal steel is chromaticism. So say we're playing something that we can kind of get away with playing some stuff that's outside of the scale, right? Well, if we could do that, then we might have some options in B flat, you know. Okay, it might get a little wacky at times. It might, you know, maybe we can get something out of that B flat. Maybe we can't. We don't know, right? But the thing of it is there's always the possibility to explore for open notes in every key. Okay, so now let's see about B.
See the equipment our pros use at the best prices anywhere online. Support small business and save.